I've been meaning to make this video for a long time. If you follow me on TikTok, you'd see what I'm going to get at today because there is a box that sits on my desk and we're looking at the Sun and Moon base stuff today. So take me back 5 years ago and here we go. You'll see what we're talking about today. We're going all the way through the Sun and Moon era. So that means Cosmic Eclipse, Hidden Fates, all the way down through Sun and Moon base today. I only update the stuff that people typically asked about in Sun and Moon because a lot of it is stuff you don't always see. Even if you walk into a card store today, you might see one ETB of this entire set on a shelf if you're lucky. If not, you really see anything. You mostly see singles. So we're going to take a look. Maybe some of this stuff catches your eye and you'll start to take a look into it. So first, we're going to talk about the promos. Now, the most known promo out of this whole set would probably be the glass birds. That's the one you see in every other case. You see a lot of that right now. You also see this Pikachu down here in a lot of cases. You see the Magikarp Whale Lord promo a lot of the times. You know, we're not counting staff or worlds promos. The Armored Mewtwo is a big popular one. The Mew and Mewtwo GX tag team is a big one. The Pikachu Zekrom GX from a box is a big one that a lot of people seem to see a lot. Reshiram and Charizard, Darkrai and Umbreon is a big one here. The Eevee and the Snorlax promo is a big one. The EVGX, this is a funny one, but it's also a big one. But I think the most well-known one right now in your face for a decent price that people like to, buy and sell quickly is probably the Glass Birds out of all of these promos out here. For the whole entire era, Tag Team definitely is the hot ticket item. But there's a lot of nice cards in this set. You just got to be willing to dig through and find the ones for you. Some of the alt art tag teams and other promos that you can look at. The Togepi, Cleffa, and Igglybuff cute card is probably the top one out of the entire set when it comes to just recognizable cards. The Dedenne GX had a couple months, let's say like 4 or 5, 6 months ago, of just being in a ton of videos of people wanting to collect and find that promo all over the place. So you take it with a grain of salt when it comes to a lot of this stuff because is it out there? Yes. Is it for you? Maybe. But if this is your era of Pokemon that you want to collect, it can be. You just got to know that not all this stuff is sitting on the shelf like Modern is right now. So let's start with Sun and Moon base. The booster box itself is up 30% on the 3-month. It's up about 6% on the 1-month on TCG Player. You've got sealed boxes. That's not a super minty box. I would go with a gold star box all day if I had to sell it, or a certified hobby shop because they know how to ship most of the time. But yeah, you're looking in the range of $940 to $970 right now for a Sun and Moon base booster box. The booster box, the Sun and Moon right here. Let me make sure we're in the right spot. Good. You're looking at around $750 for it. Now, that doesn't mean that there aren't other ones out there that you could buy. It doesn't mean that there wouldn't be potentially ones that are a little bit cheaper, but that's where you're looking at. Now, the cards out of Sun and Moon base, the number one card everybody always seems to have or talk about are the 2 Umbreons. That's the ones I always see. The gold one, I don't see much of. I have seen a lot of the gold Espeon. Those are really the cards that a lot of people seem to have when it comes to this set. It seems like it's an Umbreon or Bust set. Or Espeon and Umbreon and Bust. But that's really what you see when it comes to Sun and Moon base. Now, Sun and Moon Guardians Rising. This is the second set. You've got the Sylveon is the top card out of all of this. Whether it's the rainbow or the non-rainbow card, that's up to you to decide. But the Sylveon from this set is really where Guardians Rising catches their stuff from. The booster box itself is up 60% on the 3-month. It went from $800 to almost $1,400. It's up 23% on the 1-month. You've got loose packs under $1,000, and then you're hitting $1,500 for a booster box right now on TCG Player for Burning Shadows. Ooh, did I put... wait, hold on. Time out, time out. Yep, sorry. I gotta redo this. Let's edit row below. Boom, there we go. I'm like, why is Guardians Rising and Burning Shadows in the same spot? There we go. Boom. 1500, that's what we're looking at. So for Burning Shadows, let's move on into... oh, hold on. My bad. Guardians Rising ETBs. Lo siento. Yeah, it's into the range of about $345 from a Gold Star seller right now with 510 shipping. So it's about a $350 box for an ETB. That's the reality for the ETBs for it. TCG Player didn't have any Sun and Moon base ETB prices, and I wasn't going to put the price of a case down because that's an astronomical amount. Burning Shadows booster boxes, you're looking into the range of $1,185. The one that doesn't look too minty, I don't know if I trust it. It's for $1,000. And then from here, $1,187, I guess, would be the reality of it. That's where Burning Shadows is at right now. The cards from Burning Shadows is the Rainbow Charizard. That's really what you're looking for out of this set. There's not too much else after that people really want to go for. It's just a Charizard or bust set out of Burning Shadows. Shining Legends from the ETBs itself. Shining Legends ETBs are about... wow, $770 from a non-Gold Star seller. Gold Star sellers are sitting on the $850 range, so we could put it for $850 for Shining Legends 8 ETBs. That's the reality of where it's at for Shining Legends. For Shining Legends, this is the Test Tube Mewtwo set. Shining Mew's nice out of this set. There are some nice cards in it. But yeah, you gotta pick the ones for you at the end of the day. Shining Mewtwo is up there, over $500 now today. Crimson Invasion for Sun and Moon, we're looking into the rate. It's down 7% on the 3-month. It's chilling on the 1 month. $170 for the Crimson Invasion ETB. Crimson Invasion is a set I have opened. I got the trainer waifu out of it. My wife made me sell it right away. It's roughly $475 for a booster box. I'll show you in a second. Let me get it. Crimson Invasion. I pulled this, the Lucamine. It was, yeah, it's nothing super awesome about it. Was very off-centered when I pulled it. Yeah, Lucamine was the top hit out of this set. Nothing crazy in this set. Gyarados is the top card. My wife's like, you're not keeping that. I'm like, okay, I'll sell it. And that's what I did. Traded it for other things. If you don't believe me, you can go on my TikTok. You can go scroll thousands of TikToks back and find it. Ultra Prism is what we're into now. Ultra Prism Booster Box SM5 is sitting at, what are we looking at here? From a Gold Star seller, you're looking at $1850 for Ultra Prism. It's up there. It's starting to get more and more pricey. For Ultra Prism, Lily's Full Art Trainer is really where it's at. The Leafeon and Glaceon's the Pokemon that anybody wants out of this set. But yeah, the trainers are not my thing. Wasn't big for a lot of people, which I get. Rainbows don't really do it for people like people thought. And then you get into Forbidden Light here. The ETB for this bad boy, there's not a lot out there. So you almost wonder what it's going to look like in 4 or 5 years to see if everything's going to be in the same boat where there's not a lot of product out there on shelves. There's not a lot of sales. You're looking at about $550 on TCG Player for one box of Forbidden Light ETB. Sorry, for one Forbidden Light ETB, my apologies. The booster box for Forbidden Light is into the range of almost $2,000 right now. Basically $2,000, and then you get a fax sealed case. Yeah, 1945. That's the reality for the Forbidden Light booster box. The Lucario is the big hit out of the set. The Greninja's another one, and then Dialga after that. I like this Greninja card. They're not. It's not the most eye-popping sets with the rainbows, but and the trainers. They tried something new, but what are you going to do? You know, things can be hit, things can be missed. Celestial Storm ETBs are just insane. That it's a Rayquaza, and this bad boy is almost $2,000, or basically is $2,000. That's the reality of it. $2,000 is up 23% on the 3-month from basic. And yeah, they're sitting not a lot out there right now. Check eBay. I wouldn't, if you're just looking at this video, we're giving you a price line, a baseline data. You could probably go to eBay and potentially find it for cheaper. But this is where they're sitting at right now. That's Celestial Storm for the, oh sorry, that was for the ETB. I was like, it was so expensive I put it in the booster box, Callum. My apologies. And then, let's see, the Celestial Storm booster box is $3,000. 3,000 smackaroos. Dragon's Majesty is just a special set. There's nothing too crazy about it, other than there is more rainbows, Charizard out of it. Nothing too crazy. Lost Thunder. The Lost Thunder booster box is into the range of, let's see, $1,650 right now. $1,650 for Lost Thunder. Lost Thunder ETBs are $800 right now. Then the Pokemon out of it. It's a Lugia and Mimikyu set. Professor Elm is not a bad card. The Lugia GX is a nice card. The Tyranitar is a nice card. There's some nice cards out of this Rainbow set. But yeah, Rainbow in my area is not that big. I don't know if my area just doesn't have a lot of this, but there's not a, when you go to card shows in my area, you never see a lot of this stuff. Team Up's the box that a lot of the top YouTube, top streamers, top rippers like to show off. The ETB is somewhere in the $3,000 range. We'll just leave it right where it says, 3,000 or 3,100 for right now. The booster box is insane. It's what are we looking at here? We got a booster box in the case for 9,600. 9,600 right now. Nothing too crazy from the last time we updated this. Detective Pikachu is out there, but there's not really much to talk about with Detective Pikachu. It's a small set, collection set. None of the cards are like above $20 or $10. Unbroken Bonds is next. Yeah, Unbroken Bonds is next. There's not much data on Unbroken Bonds, but we can leave it at around $1,200 price point for an ETB. You're going to have to not take my word for it and go do your own research. $1,700 was the last buyout for it. I'll leave it right there for now. I'm not going to redo it if it's not there. And then Unbroken Bonds, let's see, what are you doing when it comes to the booster boxes? Booster boxes of Unbroken Bonds is $2,350 right now. Oh, it hasn't moved too much since the last time we done it. Mr. Unified Minds. Unified Minds is sitting in the range of $1,950 right now for an ETB. It's up there. Unified Minds is up there. And then for the booster box of Unified Minds, it's what are we looking at? $2,500 right now. Slight Tear. Certified Hobby Shop for $2,650. So $2,650 is your first real booster box. The tears don't count. If you want to buy a tear, I don't suggest it. Just get a minty one. Protect yourself in the long haul. You got Shining Mewtwo and Mew out of that set. Mega Sableye, Tyranitar. Misty's Favors, the card you see in a lot of videos. The Raichu and the Psyduck and Slowpoke card. Those are the others that you see a lot of in different people's videos. Those are the ones that people really like to show off out of this set. But yeah, some nice cards once it comes into Unified Minds. Hidden Fates is one that people joke around about, even though the glass birds are really hot right now. This was one my brother picked up sitting in the Target clearance bin. He was buying these ETBs for $20 on the Target clearance shelf 5 years ago, so because he played the TCG. So you think about that when it comes to this stuff. Like, Hidden Fates is out there. Don't get it twisted. Hopefully you can buy a real one for yourself. You're looking at about, call it $400, because that's really what it is right now. I don't want to overshoot it, because that's really where it's at, is $400. Hidden Fates gets a lot of their the Jesse and James is the big one out of Hidden Fates, so you see a lot. Moltres, Zapdos, Articuno's the other one you see a lot of. Charizard GX would be the cheaper one, but not a bad card. You get the Shiny Vault is where a lot of the money is in Hidden Fates, whether it's the Charizard, the Umbreon, the Sylveon, the Cynthia, the Espeon. Those are your top chases out of this set. It's got a nice shiny vault to it. Cosmic Eclipse is just in a whole nother planet when it comes to a lot of the product. It's about a $4,000 booster box right now, $3,900 for ones that look good. $3,900 for Cosmic Eclipse for ones that you'd actually want to consider buying and trustworthy. The ETB itself is up there. It's $1,625. $1,800 from your first Gold Star seller. I wouldn't want to take a chance with somebody. It's just the better thing to do is get it from a hobby shop if you can, or get it from a trusted source. $1,800 from a Gold Star seller. And that's really what you're looking at with that set. The Cosmic Eclipse art is nice. You see the Blastoids and Piplup a lot for $350. Mega Lopunny and Jigglypuff is in this set. That's a nice card. Yeah, some of these cards are really nice. I got this card for my wife. The Mega Lopunny and Rainbow Jigglypuff. I like it more than the alt art. It's just me. What are you going to do? I think Jigglypuff looks more, bad to the bone in that one than this one. The Secret Ash Pikachu, that's another really nice card out of this set. A lot of people like collecting that card. But you just got to get what you like at the end of the day. That's really what matters most. I wasn't trying to talk about card prices out of this. We would have been here for probably an hour and a half if I went through every card, the value, and then the PSA 10. If you want me to go through the singles, comment singles and slabs down below in the comment section, and we'll do a video on just the singles and slabs, not just the sealed product, more or less. I wanted to give you an idea where the sealed product was and giving you an opportunity to take a look at the cards without going crazy into the monetary part of all the cards themselves. But hey, it's Pat's Projects. If this video made you smile or hit that sub button, thank me now. Comment down below or hit that like button. Help push this video out to the masses. Can't thank y'all enough for vibing with me today. Until next time, Pat out.